Hi, welcome to the Fantasy Football Clown Show. I'm your host, Ed Smith. Today we're going to take a look at Fever Superflex, a 12 team league that began the summer of 2021, so it's just over a year old. And actually, we drafted this in March, I believe, last year. So before the Deshaun Watson um, things came out, he was this team was actually drafted. So maybe it was actually back in February. It was early, just after the Super Bowl, and we were anxious to just get going with a draft and see what would happen. And so this league has 1 point PPR, 2.5 point PPR premium for the tight end, 1.5 PPR for the running back, and 1 point rushing first downs. So really features those running backs, getting some points here in this kind of a format. It's got 12 starters, which are one quarterback, one super flex, two running back, three receiver, two tight end, three flex, 18 bench spots, three taxi, four IR. So we take a look at this. We really do put a value on the tight ends with two of them starting, so for a total of 24. And here we're a little bit short on the tight ends actually with this team. We have Bates from the Washington Commanders, OJ Howard, Harrison Bryant, Long, and Granson. So while they're young, we just don't have any real superstar tight ends here. So really going to build through that and look for some depth as we go in the tight end room. Looking at the quarterback room, we have Wentz and the before mentioned Deshaun Watson, Jimmy G, Daniel Jones, Trevor Lawrence, and then Mond and Mills, Huntley, Locke, Flacco, and Wolford. And so a lot of quarterbacks here, a lot of depth. Looks like we have six starting quarterbacks here. So in this bunch, so we really have a nice amount, and then we have some high-end leverage backups as well. Looking at the running back room, it's stars and scrubs. We have Mackenzie Gore and Funk and um, Tevin Coleman, and Jordan Howard, but then we anchor that group with Dalvin Cook. So we do have Dalvin Cook there in the first down or 1 point for rushing first down department, and so that seems to be pretty good there. And then in the receiver room, it's kind of up and down. We have Deontay and Michael Thomas, but then we also have Tyler Boyd and Zay Jones and Myers, Tony, Humphrey, Quez Watkins, and OBJ. So that's an up and down room. It's getting a little bit older, but then we do have the young guys, with Deontay and Tony, to help out and take this team to the next level. Looking at the draft capital, and this team has an excess of draft capital. We really control the draft from these spots. I really believe that. With the first pick, the second pick, the sixth pick, the eighth pick, and the 12th pick. So while five first round picks, we've got four of the top eight, three of the top six. So when you have half the picks in six and half the picks in eight, you really can control how other teams are going to pick and what they're going to pick and who they're going to pick. And then in the second round, the 14th, the 17th, and the 24th. The third round, 26th and 30th. The fourth round, 38, 41, and the fifth round, that 50th pick. And having those picks are going to really help this team take the next step. I do believe that. Next year in 2023, we do have three first round picks already, and so we may kick the can down a little bit on this team, knowing that there's no standout tight end here. We might take some dart throws late in the third and just see if we can put something together with some young tight ends and see if they can take a step forward. Be always looking to move Michael Thomas, OBJ when they come back and get to action, and be looking for to really capitalize either on monopolizing the quarterback market or maybe just coming out and banging out a running back and a receiver, right? Pick one, pick two, and just controlling how things are going to go right out of the get go, or taking two running backs right off the top to just couple with Dalvin Cook might make a lot of sense. So a couple different ways really to play here, and so we may play one of those ways, or we may take those top two picks, or we may trade back. I think at this point we're going to really be open to how this team is going to evolve and see where it goes. I was looking over the picks that we made, and in the opening pick, we actually took the 101 or the rookie pick, which then got us Trevor, and then we took Dalvin Cook second, and then we came back and it looks like we got the 102 in the draft as well, and so that really, allowed us to start this with a really young nucleus, and so that was kind of how well we must have sold that pick off because we only did make the one selection in the first round last year, but it did allow us to make a pick at that point, and then we came back with Michael Thomas and Watson and Wentz and Daniel Jones and some of those kind of guys to really anchor this team, and then we were into the second round where we did get some picks and make some selections for Kadarius Toney in the second, and then we started the third round with Mills in mind, and that really solidified the quarterback room, if you will. And so excited for where this team goes. We did finish in 11th place last year, so looking to just make some marked improvements here to get this team to the next level and be successful. So would love to hear your comments. Tell me that this team will never win. I mean, I think I did see that on the board, and would love for you to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell and the like button. That keeps me going. Really appreciate you guys stopping by and listening to the Spring Fever Superflex team, and love to hear your comments. And we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow, same time, same channel. And for now, that's the Fantasy Football Clown Show. I'm your host, Ed Smith.